Cattle mutilation is a phenomenon that involves the unexplained death and mutilation of livestock under anomalous circumstances. The phenomenon has been reported in various countries around the world, most notably in the United States, where cases have been documented since the late 1960s. Cattle, and sometimes other livestock, are found dead with precise surgical-like incisions. Often, certain body parts are removed, including the eyes, ears, tongue, genitals, and rectum. The mutilations are peculiar because they often lack blood spill at the scene and show no signs of struggle or predation. Several characteristics typically distinguish these mutilations from predation or conventional animal deaths. Lack of blood. Animals are often found drained of blood, yet there's little to no blood on the ground around them. Precise cuts. The incisions on the animals are often described as being precise and possibly made with surgical instruments. Missing organs. Certain internal organs are removed with surgical precision and often without any visible external damage. No evidence of predators. There are typically no footprints or signs of struggle, suggesting the animals did not die from predator attacks. High levels of radiation. In some cases, elevated levels of radiation have been detected on or around the carcass. Unexplained phenomena. Reports sometimes include unidentified flying objects, UFOs, or mysterious lights in the vicinity of the mutilations. The causes of cattle mutilations are the subject of speculation and controversy. Explanations range from natural predators and decomposition processes to cult activities and paranormal phenomena, including extraterrestrial involvement. Despite numerous investigations by local, state, and federal agencies in various countries, many cases remain unsolved, contributing to ongoing mystery and speculation. Authorities and researchers have investigated these incidents with varying conclusions. Some believe that natural causes, such as scavengers or decomposers, could cause the observed mutilations under specific conditions. Others suggest human intervention, pointing to cults or individuals conducting ritualistic acts. However, the lack of eyewitnesses, physical evidence, and conclusive explanations in many cases has fueled a variety of theories, including those involving conspiracy theories and extraterrestrial activities.
How y'all doing? This is your boy. This one is going to be about a fairly serious subject, and one that I've not seen covered too much. I mean, in documentaries and stuff, but I haven't seen too many people make videos about this. And it's not about the usual abduction stuff. I mean, that does happen quite a bit, and I believe that's also a very serious and traumatizing experience for most people. I'm going to talk about more of the physical. I mean, of course, the abductions are physical, but I think they're also mental and spiritual to a degree. But I'm going to speak about something that is very physical and very is right there in all its unpleasant glory. I'm talking about mutilations. Cattle mutilations especially. Let's say you're a farmer. You're just wanting to, a ranch or whatever. You want to go out and check on your cattle, see what the hell's been spooking them, because something ain't right. You've been looking around to see if there's some kind of predator like wolves, big cats, something, or even rustlers or poachers or whatever you call them. Don't find any of that out there. So what the hell is spooking your animals? And you find out what? One of said animals has been basically sliced to pieces by something that's sharper than any blade, almost like a laser. Organs missing, no blood, none. Uh, this completely annihilated. Maybe no head, no eyes, ears cut off, genitalia removed, organs gone. It's like some stupid, insane Jedi with a lightsaber decided to snort too much cocaine, mix that with Sprite and battery acid and crack, and yeah, they returned loose. My point is, of course, as silly as that scenario I put out there is, that seems to be the only thing that would make sense of what the hell could do something like that to a half-ton animal and just leave it out there to rot. No human, I don't think, could do anything like that, and sure as hell not the technology we have. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. Have you ever been in a butcher shop? I haven't, but I've seen, like, on videos and stuff, the inside of those places, and I've talked to a couple of people who did work in a butcher shop. It's a mess. A big, bloody mess. Of course. The old term, being butchered, it's a mess. And again, people lugging around those animals are so big, even pigs. They're huge compared to us. Those animals are so big compared to us, and so hard to move around and lift, especially dead weight, that they have to have specialized hooks and chains and machinery. Hell, even back in the medieval times, you had to have similar types of hookups. And my point is this: there's no way in hell any person could have moved something like that unless it was some serious something that we ain't understanding. My point is this: no human being can be doing what the hell has been going on with a lot of these mutilations. I definitely believe something definitely not good, and something very much just not normal is behind this kind of stuff. And believe me, that right there is terrifying. I've been wanting to cover this for a while. It's just kind of slipped me until now. Regardless, what in the hell could be doing something like this? Well, people say it's interdimensional beings or aliens, and that's definitely a possibility, if maybe not a probability. I don't know enough about this stuff. I mean, we're talking, this is the kind of territory I don't really know too much about. And again, I haven't really quoted any sources because it's all over the place. There's no need to. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, there's no denying it. You can, hell, just look up on Google, cattle mutilation documentary. You'll see all kinds of stuff pop up. And my God. And like I said, and it's not just cattle, like I said, it's pigs, and also, there's even been dogs, horses, another big one, sheep, I think I just said, pigs, yes. Hell, there's even been supposed sightings of wildlife. There's even been stuff like the evidence of deer, stuff like that happening too as well. And here's the real scary part, guys. People. I have seen photos. And I don't ever want to see that shit again. I was looking around, being a little bored and nosy. This is before I do what I do now. I had a little too much time on my hands. And believe me, it was, like I said, I don't want to see that shit again. There's a YouTube video actually about that. This guy, he'd been abducted by something, just walking around minding his own business, gone. And they found him later on, very dead, in the middle of in the street of all places, if I remember right, in a city. And of course, his blood had been sucked out while he was alive, had been sliced up with something sharper than any laser. And just what killed him was the pain of basically having literally your blood, your essence sucked out of your body. The trauma of it killed him. He literally had it was like a pain-induced or shock-induced heart attack. So whatever these things are that do this, it's like they get their rocks off by terrifying the hell out of you while they're doing it to you. Something right there, my friend, is not good. And that basically goes back to me saying I think many times these alien entities are fallen. Something of the Lord ain't going to do something like that to a living creature. Hell, something even of the natural world, like of the darker aspects of it. Even wild animals, cats and stuff are bad about playing with their prey before they kill it. But I'm just saying, just to kill something like that, just to enjoy its pain, to me, that's insane. And what the hell would they be studying? That makes no sense either. I've had, the different types of individuals theorize to me, hey, maybe they're trying to research something themselves. Yeah, I guess so. But make no mistake. That makes a little sense. Many times when we run tests on animals, we're not so gentle about it either. But at the same time, there's usually a purpose. I just don't see the purpose of doing what they was doing and then just dump. Well, maybe, there's been reports of that when it comes to scientists and big pharmaceutical companies doing these kind of things. They'll dump the animals. There's been a real big, like a lot of people who are in the eco type business, I'm trying to say the ecosystem and stuff like that. They've justifiably been saying, hey, this ain't cool. Stop this foolishness. There's even been petitions that have been carried out as a result of this kind of bad behavior, if talking about us being nice about it. So it is possible. Maybe there is something they're doing that with us. Maybe they think we're basically giant lab rats on a petri dish. Who knows? Basically they want to see what's in us and put it on a petri dish. Who the hell knows? It's something that doesn't make it any better, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. And that's why I think these are fallen entities. Because I'm just saying, I firmly believe that this planet was given to us by the Lord. And it is our responsibility to do things as we're needing to take care of this planet, which I think we're failing at. But moving past that, so it's possible, maybe even probable, that whatever is doing this is something that is not just studying us, but is something that is very evil. And of course, there are some, I believe, some forms of life that maybe are beyond this concept of good and evil, whatever. That's not for me to decide, but whatever these creatures are, and I call them creatures because obvious reasons. Look at the results of what they're doing. Whatever creatures are doing this, they definitely ain't got our best behavior at heart. Best behavior is the wrong word. They definitely don't have our best benefits, what I was trying to say. They don't have our best benefit in heart, and they're seeing what they can do just to be doing it. That's scary stuff, man. I'm just going to leave it at that. That is terrifying to me. And just to be straight with you, there was also a girl they found. I saw photos of as well. She was the same thing, minding her own business. Young girl, too, pretty girl. Young, just minding her own business. Her family was looking for her. Of course, doing what people do. They try to search for their loved ones when they vanish, right? They found her. Same thing, a bunch of, basically a bunch of holes in her, parts cut off. Her eyes were gone. Nose, I think, was cut off. And, of course, no blood. My point is, there's no way in hell a human being or our technology could be used that we know of to carry this kind of stuff out. Could it be the military and different things like that? Yeah, of course. I've said it more than once. I believe our military is much more advanced, or what's really out there now with our technology is probably, like I said before, probably a good 50 years or more behind what's really out there, or what the elites really have access to. So I think that's another thing to think about. But regardless, guys, that right there, man, this one was a little darker than the other ones I've decided to cover. That's maybe the reason I decided to wait a little bit, or just slipped my mind. I can't really tell you, but I figured now is the time to go ahead and do it. You guys go ahead and let me know what you think is behind all this very bad business that's been going on for a very long time. The comments below. Also, like, subscribe, share. Trying to get this channel growing. You guys be blessed and you be safe.